early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running. They still do, but now he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Shut up!
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Running on first down, Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. The way the game has changed a little bit is that defensive goals have changed in a big way. Nowadays, it's not so much stopping certain yardage or whatever.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion. and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. At the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. And he's going to keep this again. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deontay Hardy back deep. Here's Hardy set to return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Ready?
2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position for at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll roll him out right. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Jeremy Chin there defensively. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
So I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard. To throw on second down, Daniels.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it.
Interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
And that flag accepted.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can.
Throwing after the interception, Daniels.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
To throw again, Daniels eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Daniels escaping the pressure right, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Daniels. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up. You at X, shut up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Hey, middle. Touch.
A first down carry for Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Eckler now between the tackles. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Able to find the open there as well on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off play action. Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
The quick slant caught, and they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Eckler is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
I know you hype. I know you hype. Here we go. Dominate today. You ready to roll?
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Cougar 19. Ready?
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
second down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check mash. Check mash. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Up the middle with Eckler. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this. Back now in Baltimore. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. That is caught. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Eckler again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Lamar changing the look. Henry running right. Powers through. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
That is definitely what we call a defense and uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And now they'll audible to something else. First down, here's Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders have it here just past the 25. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try to cover him before he gets going?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Off the play fake. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here we go.
Here comes 2nd down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Ready.
Oh, shit. Out of the action to the right. And that's a touchdown. They've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Yes, sir.
So an electrifying there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie,
There you go, buddy.
Electricity yet to come in his career.
Magnificent. 22-0 run. That's an automatic skunk.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this.
They tried to get me early.
So probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 28-21, 30 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Jackson.
Oh, Chin is out there, boy. Chin, check.
Facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing. Jackson.
Ah, yeah.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Jackson.
Good tackle.
Taken in by Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Jackson to throw.
There you go.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Wow.